I went this weekend. A friend said, hey, you got to go to this gun shop. And so I went with my daughter because I wanted her to go and learn how to shoot. She's 17 years old, so I was taking her to the range to teach her how to shoot. I taught both my daughters how to shoot this last weekend. It was an interesting weekend because when I walked into this one particular gun shop, Forest and Field Outdoor Specialties, I've never seen anything like it. It was packed, absolutely packed, probably 3 people deep to the counter, and this is a large store. Well, Scott Moss is the president of Forest and Field Outdoor Specialties. His business has been, well, you've had a recent spike. Business pretty good for you.
Business has been off the Richter scale.
Okay, why? I've never, Scott, you've been in the gun dealing business for your whole life. Your grandfather, right?
That's correct.
Okay, for 3 generations, you guys have had a gun store. It was here in New York City.
Yes.
When did that start going crazy? And finally, Grandpa was like, I gotta get out of this town.
Well, it was actually my father. My father got stabbed in the city.
Okay.
And that totally, that turned him off to being into New York City.
Right.
So then we moved to Connecticut.
Okay, so you moved to Connecticut. So you guys have been dealing with this. As you were growing up, and the stories you hear from your grandfather and your dad, have you ever seen anything like what's going on now?
No, we've never seen anything like this at all.
Explain what's happening. Well, I mean, for people who've never been into a gun store, what does that mean? You've never seen what happen?
People right now for the first time are really, really scared. I've never seen them so afraid. They're afraid of the economy falling apart. They're afraid of going to a bank and not having money. They're afraid of the police aren't going to be able to protect them. They're afraid of Obama putting a 500% federal excise tax on guns and on ammo. They're plain old scared.
Right. They're afraid, because I stood there in line, and I was just trying to get to the counter, and I've never seen anything like this in a gun store. And I talked to the people who were there, and some of them are afraid of anything from, I just don't know what's going to happen to the economy, and that crime is going to go up, etc., to, again, Obama's going to take the guns, which I just can't imagine that he'd do. He's going to make it impossible to get one, but I can't imagine him taking it, to all the way to Katrina-like scenarios, to where you're just out there fending for yourself.
Well, yeah, they are feeling that they are going to be fending for themselves. I mean, let's face it, the police can't protect you in a bad situation.
Bullets are hard to get in some parts of the country. Why?
Well, they just can't make enough. I can't get enough guns. I can't get enough ammo.
Now, is that because of the war? Have you seen shortages like this before, or is it just because people are just buying?
No. Once Obama got elected, the gun companies tooled up, and I would say between Bushmaster and DPMS, I'm sure they have $100 million backlog. They can't make guns fast enough. People want to have guns. People want to have shotguns for their home protection. They'd like an AR-15. My pistol permit classes, every single week we're holding a class now.
I have to tell you, I taught my daughter how to shoot. Actually, one of the guys, Derek, was great, taught my daughter how to shoot with me. And I watched her, and when we left, both of my daughters this weekend had the same reaction. When they left, they both cried. They cried, and I said, what's going on, honey? And they said, Dad, this is just a scary thing. And I have a 20-year-old and 17-year-old that I taught to shoot and load a gun. And I said, that's a good thing. You should have a healthy fear of, this is a deadly weapon. But that's a normal reaction, isn't it, to be able, when you first grab onto a gun, to have that's a healthy fear.
It's a very good reaction, but also, I think your daughter really enjoyed shooting with her dad.
Oh, she loved it.
And she had a great time.
She loved it.
I'm finding fathers coming in with daughters, husbands with wives that have never shot before, and now they want to learn how to shoot.
She told my daughter said, I said, well, do you not want to do it? She said, no, I really, and she's a good shot. She said, no, I really want to, but I do draw the line at bunnies, Dad. I won't shoot any bunnies. I said, okay, you're not going to shoot any bunnies. I won't do that. Scott, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
You bet. Okay.